Hey guys, AnnaDotTV here, and welcome back to another speed build. It has been a very long time since we have done a speed build. In fact, the last one we did was my Five Nights at Freddy's 4 speed build, which I thought would be closing out the Five Nights at Freddy's series, which in fact, it's not. So apparently there's another FNAF game in the making, but let's not talk about that for now. Let's talk about this. This is my 60 seconds, what is it? Oh god. 60 seconds bunker build. And if you don't know what 60 seconds is, it's basically a game where you have to raid your house 60 seconds and bring things down to a bunker to help you survive the nuclear attack. Now, do not get mad at me, the outside house is not like the one in the game, because I didn't really want to focus on building the house in this. Maybe if you guys want to see it, I'll do a house build of that, but I really only wanted to focus on the bunker, and I wanted it to be able to where your Sims could basically live in the bunker. So I did add beds later on in the bathroom and stuff. Now it's not in the actual area of that bunker that you see in the game, but it is in that area. But as I was building this outside portion, I wanted it to be very like old, like maybe the bunker's been there for a while now, and I'll put stuff from Get Together, and I'll go ahead and I'll take like the ruined stuff that comes with the bluffs, I think, that's in the bluff area, and I'll take that stuff and I'll make it look like bombs exploded and buildings broke, and yeah, I'll make it look cool. But I basically just went ahead and I put a lot of shrubbery around to make it look like it's overgrown and no one's really been here for a while. But then when I get into the inside, you'll see that I'm actually building the actual bunker part. I just wanted to get this part built. What am I saying? I just wanted to get this part of the build out of the way. So we'll stay here for another like second or two. And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, maybe since I've been doing a lot of video game character casts, maybe you guys want to see me like create the family from the actual game itself. I don't know, I'll think about it. If you guys want to see it, I'll do it. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me do that. And as you saw there, I also went into game unlocks cheat, whatever the heck that cheat code is that's so incredibly long. I went ahead and I unlocked the guard rails, whatever those are, the like caution things, because maybe it's supposed to be like warning, like dangerous nuclear stuff going on. I don't know. Like, I didn't even try to make the inside of this look like the inside of the actual house at all, because you really can't. Here I started building the basement, and I was having a little bit of move object issues. It was just cutting into the ground, and so I go ahead and I move it over a little bit. I kind of wish I didn't move it over, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, whatever. It's already made, so I can't fix it now. You guys can if you want, which you can download this build again on my gallery. It's AnnaSimsTV. It will always be in the description of these videos, so you can go ahead, look at that, and then go into your Sims game and search for me on the gallery. So, yeah. Sorry if I seem a little off today, guys. I had like a long day today, and I'm basically crashing at this point, so we've all had those days. So what I'm doing here is, you'll notice I'm building like hallways and stuff, because I didn't want this to be one big open area. I wanted this to be very strategically built, and I really didn't think about building bathrooms or anything until maybe the halfway point of doing the actual like scene of the bunker itself. All I really wanted to do was I wanted to make it look like it was locked up, and so like there would be a hallway and stuff as you see there. And then I wanted the walls to look like how they do in the actual game. I wanted them to look as if they were like metal and they were arching, but I couldn't really find anything that worked that well. You'll see the wallpaper I do use. I kind of don't like the one I picked, but it's the only one in my opinion that worked. You could always change it if you like, and you could pick whichever one you want, but I couldn't really find one that fit with the game. Like nothing really worked. And it's always hard when that happens, but whatever, I guess. I've always done the FNAF builds, that's the one I went with. I always did the FNAF builds, and the FNAF builds always basically had very basic, like, walls, except for, like, a few builds where I had to, like, use my own imagination. I'm sorry if you just heard that. My dog just ran into the door because she's blind. So, yeah. As you see here, I'm trying to figure out the sizement of this room, because looking at the pictures of the game itself, it's a little hard to determine the actual like size of everything. Here I'm putting in a bookcase, and in the game the shelf that's there, it holds food and water and bug spray and stuff, and I kind of wanted it to make it so you can get food out of it. That was a bad idea because I wanted to put a fridge in it, so I turned on the move object sheets. It just looks really bad. Just no. So I go ahead and I put a cooler in the back. That way, like, you guys can't say anything about it. You can't say there's no cooler there, because how would you know? It's not a 360 game. You can't do a 360. You can only like look straight ahead because it's a still image. So I can't get any crap for that. And then here I'm putting a table, and I go ahead and I change this table. I find a better one. I keep making these weird mouth noises, I'm sorry. I go ahead and I put in a better one, and that one, I don't even know why I put it in. I wanted to find a map, and this was the only one I found. I couldn't find one that was like an in-between size, like it was either going to be really large or that size, so I went ahead with that size. And then there was like this fan thing, and you guys have seen the game before. I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to put in the more iconic, or not iconic, well, more well-known game implements, like the Boy Scouts manual, and I tried to make the gun. You'll see what happens there when we get to it, but we didn't have an axe, so I used the bat instead. And then I also go ahead and I changed a few things, because not everything that is in the game is in The Sims, so you have to use your imagination. A lot of it's your imagination. Just picture it, like squint, look at it, and say, wow, this looks like the game. Also, word of advice, when downloading my stuff off the gallery, make sure in your game you always turn on the move objects cheat. Because otherwise, things are going to get deleted, and you're going to wonder where all this stuff is, and then it's just going to be, you know, confusing. Now, a little fun fact about this. I've actually had this build planned for a very long time now. Some of you guys may know the simming YouTuber Apanda. Apanda is someone I would consider a friend, and she built I don't know what to call it. It was like a bunker, and she built this a long time ago. So the fact that bringing this up is very, I don't know, it's just very, it's a build probably from maybe last year. And I wrote down the idea for this build, like for the 60 seconds bunker build, when I saw that, and I was, so I've had this build planned for a very long time, but because all the FNAF games kept coming out, I just had to keep putting it off. I'm like, alright, so yeah. I finally got around to it, which I'm really happy with how it turned out and everything. By the way, the trunk that is down there, which I never stated what that's supposed to be, that big chest thing, that's supposed to be like the what do you want to call it, the suitcase that you can put extra stuff in. Then the salt and pepper shakers I like blew up to make it like the large water bottle you can get for extra water. And what I'm doing now is I'm putting like cans in boxes, like the soup cans in boxes. Sadly, we don't actually have any cans in The Sims, except for one that comes with a cereal box. That is supposed to be the gas mask. It doesn't look like a gas mask, but again, let's use our imagination. And then that's supposed to be like the first aid kit. And then I'm just messing around with stuff here, looking for stuff to decorate with. Now, when I get to the table, it took me a really, really long time to figure out what I wanted to do. Because in the game, the table looks very not symmetrical. It's just very mixed matched things. And on one end of the table, you can play checkers, and on the other end, you could play cards. And I really wanted to put that into the game, but I couldn't figure out how to do it without making it just look like there's two tables there. I end up just putting two tables there, like a chess table and a game of cards. So, oh well, I guess. Like, I couldn't achieve what I wanted, but I tried. So, move objects was just not agreeing with me. And with the chairs, I had to use these kind of chairs. Like, it sort of looks like the ones in the games, except for the fact it has a back to them. I don't know, in the end, it all works out, so that's what really matters. I don't know. Also, I know I'm going to get comments from people who don't play The Sims. The chest that's under the table that I said is supposed to be a briefcase, you can put stuff in it, so therefore it functions like the briefcase in the game. So that's why it's there. As you can see, I put the chess table there, and I made it so that the chairs connect with that. I am so sorry if you hear all that jingling in the background. That would be my dog. Once again, I try to lock her out, but she decides, no, I'm going to be in here. So, rather than having her bang at the door, I just let her come in. Then there's which one? Oh my god. There is the cooler I was talking about. And then there's like old chairs that came with Spooky Stuff Pack, which, no joke, this is the only time I've ever used those in a build, I believe. Not even when the Stuff Pack came out did I use that. Oh wait, no, I lied. I did use it in the build for my murder hotel for my live streams, which I haven't done in a while. If you've been wondering why I haven't done them in a while, because I have personal stuff going on. So therefore, I'm not going to stream with, you know, people here. It's just very awkward being in the same room or same house as someone and then you're streaming. I know some of you can understand, right? I would say so. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm looking for cobwebs because for some reason I couldn't find them for the life of me, and I'm pretty sure I was passing them a million times. It's definitely getting harder and harder to find specific items that you're looking for within the game, that is for sure. Which means we're getting more content, which is great. By the way, I keep saying these things. What expansion pack do you think is gonna come out next? I really think it's, I really think that it's pets. Because just everything the Sim gurus have been saying, and all the questionnaires they've been doing, and the Sims community keeps posting things. Like, I understand the Sims community doesn't have anything to do with EA, but the Sims community keeps posting things about the Sims 2 pets, and a lot of people say that the Sims 4 reminds them of the Sims 2, so no clue. And then those books that are on the blue table over there, that's supposed to be like your daily journal that you get every single time you start a new day, and it's supposed to be like, little Timmy is hungry, blah blah blah. What? I forget everyone else's name. Jane. There's Jane. I don't know who else is there because I can't remember anything. So it's a few days later and Anna did something stupid and Anna lost the other half of the audio. So we're gonna go through these next couple minutes as if nothing ever happened. This always happens to me. Okay, as you can see here, I'm trying to make the gun, and I went ahead and I took 2 different color arrows, and I try to like make them look like a gun. It didn't really work. It kind of works in a way. I don't know. So I kind of forgot what I was talking about last episode, and I'm just gonna go on with it from what I remember as what I was talking about. So I started decorating it now at this point to make it look like a nuclear war was happening. Like that poster is supposed to be like a revolutionary poster, maybe. I don't know. And then I went ahead and I put it in grates, and I made it look like a pipe, that pillar, because if you play the game, there is a part of the game where I think by day 15 the journal will say, oh, there's something in the pipes, or there's the pipes exploded, or something like that. Then I started making the bathroom, and then I was gonna put it in that hallway, and then I realized, wait, if I did that, then people would come into the hallway, and then it would just not be fun if you had more than one sim living in this house. Which, if I do that cast of the characters of the game, you would definitely have more than one sim living in this house. So, yeah. I didn't really want this to be like the most expensive like thing you could possibly imagine. Because in the game, definitely the family's not rich, they're not poor, they're just your middle class family trying to survive. And then as you can see here, I'm going to be working on like the bed area. And sadly there were no double beds of like bunker beds almost. Like these two beds in here, like those look like bunker beds, like something that would be like in a war. So I just kind of used an air mattress, like, I guess, right? Like in a time of crisis, how like maximum are you gonna go with the whole sleeping situation? I don't know. And then I'm just putting up some posters, like maybe it would say wear your gas mask, or it'd say there's an uprising, or blah blah blah. More blah blah blah. I totally forgot. Oh god. Then I started putting in a closet because I'm like, wait, if there was like an explosion or something, maybe you would also want to hide in the closet. I don't know. Maybe if like raiders came in. I really don't know why I put that in there, but I did. So anyways, I'm going to be playtesting it now, as you can see here, because usually, if you know my builds, more often than not, I will stop recording and find something wrong with the layout of it. So I'm just going ahead and making sure everything works, and making sure that nothing is broken, as per usual with my builds. Because I can name at least one thing that I always find out after I turn off the camera that something is broken from each build I've uploaded. So, anyways guys, we're coming to an end here on the video. I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and if you really want to see more that has to do with this build, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you leave a big thumbs up, that lets me know you are enjoying my content. That lets me know if you're not enjoying my content. It hurts when you thumbs down stuff, but I understand. But yeah, anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. This is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Bye! I don't want to do this. Malik suddenly laughed wildly, staring at me in disbelief.
Whoa! It's a hurricane! What is this? A reverse Arab or something?
While the Joker was released, what did I do? Malik grinned at me evilly, walking close to me. Run, blood, duck. I can't. Oh my god, it's timed. Duck.